It's Dakar Day 3, and January the 6th, yesterday, is when the Three Kings visited baby Jesus. And we have T3 Kings and a Dakar Holy Family. The Gotchaus, first, second and third yesterday. They came here not to visit the baby Jesus, but to daily please us. But it wasn't only the Gotchaus who had something of an epiphany on stage one.
Lots of rocks. I was just maybe reading the road book, looking too much, and just didn't see a rock and fell. Not too serious, but we're fine. Stage was very difficult for the person and the bike.
Ça m'a tordu la couronne, pété le poignet.
Oui, tu t'as un coup à la tête là.
Je voyais les étoiles et tout.
Est-ce que tu veux pas t'asseoir? Je vais au moins te faire une petite attelle.
Ouais, ça fait 150 bandes.
Oui, bah ça, c'est pas parce que c'est quand même mieux de pas...
J'ai eu un souci, j'ai perdu
I had a
mon sabot.
problem.
Et en fait, quand il est tombé, il est passé dans
A
ma roue
part
arrière.
got detached and then got caught up in the wheel.
Et
So
voilà, j'ai chuté quoi.
I went down, I
Donc,
crashed.
le poignet cassé, je pense.
I don't think anything's broken.
Tout se passait super
Things
bien.
have been
jusque-là.
going really well up until now, but
C'est comme ça.
that's how it goes.
It's only the third stage, but so much has happened already, it really feels like we're way further on in this rally raid.
Adrien, comment ça va ce matin d'abord?
Comme une 10e journée, non, c'est ça?
AVB was 12th out this morning, just behind Pablo Quintanilla, both of them 21 minutes down on leader Ross Branch overnight.
We expect a more open desert race and not so many rocks as yesterday, so it will be a lot better.
Wide open it would be today as we headed for al-attiyah, where Luciano Benavides took victory last year on Special 6. 470 kilometres on the card, starting with 30k in the dunes. This was to be a fast day's racing, but as always, pushing too hard could end in disaster. It was chilly as the bike set out early, and it turned out to be a chilly day all day as Nacho Cornejo took a 7th Dakar stage win.
Was another long stage, very tricky of navigation. I caught the front group around kilometer 90 something. It was another tough day, different than yesterday, but tough.
The Chilean opened with Ricky Brabeck and Ross Branch and took 4 minutes 14 in time bonuses on his way to victory. And Luciano Benavides just loves these Duodemi dunes.
Today was more fast, some dunes, more fast piste, and I enjoy much more than yesterday. Yesterday I struggled a bit with the rocks, but yeah, all in all, I'm in a good shape and looking forward for the next days.
Second on the day for the world champion on his Husqvarna then. The Argentine had lost over 23 minutes yesterday, so he'll be happy to have started clawing that time back. Rounding out a South American top three, Nacho's spicy compatriot Pablo Quintanilla.
It's good to start to have this feeling, to get the rhythm. The race is super long, so problems always we will have, but it's important to find the correct way to continue pushing, and in the end we are looking for the final stage to be on the podium.
The man who makes the ladies drool took the rest to school. He led the special at the halfway point before battling with Sebastian Buller to make the day's podium. It was a disastrous day for Spaniard Lorenzo Santolino. His Sherco 450 SEF broke down after just 17k and was beyond repair. Meanwhile, Mason Klein's Covey also had a mechanical. The American's bike only arrived the day before the prologue, and it took him nearly 2 hours to get it going again today. There were some games out in the sand between Bradley Cox and some of the more experienced riders.
Oh, it's fun. We're having a good time. We're switching off. We're waiting for Junior over here to take the lead, but he doesn't want to.
No, I'm okay just sitting back and watching the three veterans.
These guys were definitely playing desert cat and mouse, and I didn't even know those animals lived out there. Snakes and ladders tomorrow, Twister on Tuesday. No route and branch changes overall as Ross hangs on to top spot thanks to 4 minutes 10 in time bonuses, despite finishing 12 minutes down today. 4 of the 5 Hondas are in the top 10. A Latin paso doble in the quads, Brazilian Marcelo Medeiros doubled up, making it strictly victory for him. That keeps him ahead of Juraj Varga and Manuel Andujar overall.
When you know the second part of the special is very tough with lots of stones and you've already had a puncture at kilometre 60, you think, damn, this isn't going well, especially because you punctured without knowing why.
We are quite happy, to finish the stage. Okay, we lose a time, but tomorrow we can win more times.
After a very rough road yesterday, leaving several contenders nursing their wounds and their egos, the big boys were back to their best. Five-time winner Nasser al-Attiyah, 12 minutes off the lead after just a couple of stages, was fourth today. He could have won were it not for a mechanical. Screeching their way to third, Seth Quintero and Dennis Zentz.
I know I had Seb in front of me and Nasser right behind me, so we we're going to have a good group pushing. And we got right behind Seb, got in his dust, just couldn't get close enough to get around him. So then we kind of backed it off a little bit.
In the end, we watched a compelling contest between Stefan Peder-Hansel's Audi and Sebastian Loeb's BRX Pro Drive. Monsieur Dakar and the boss both suffered yesterday, but these two old hands are far more at home in the dunes. How about these for some unbeatable overhead shots from our choppers of two motorsport legends fighting it out?
We had a good special. There were 2 or 3 little navigation mistakes, but we quickly found our way again. And yeah, we drove well.
On a bien roulé.
No punctures, some very small navigation mistakes, nothing serious. It was a good stage.
After some absorbing action, Peder-Hansel held on to win by just 29 seconds. He tied Ari Vatanen's Dakar record of 50 victories. Chapeau, monsieur. Behind the top 3, Saudi star Yazid Al-Raji looked strong. He was as high as second early on, but ultimately slipped down to 5th. He's second overall though, just 1 minute 51 back. It was a quiet stage for the Matador Carlos Sainz. After finishing second yesterday, today he was the slowest of the Audis, finishing 8th. But that's still enough to move him top of the class a quarter of the way through the rally. And not bad at all for our 2 T1 Plus Toyota debutants. Super Seth is 3rd and Marvelous Demevius 4th. The big boys struggled in the dunes today. Alberto Herrero, Martin van den Brink here being helped by Dave Ingles' crew, and it's not easy getting over these soft ridges in a 10-ton truck. Sometimes you just get turned over. But Janus van Kasteren beat Aleix Loprais home to make it a Team de Roy triple triumph, meaning he's already equalled his tally from last year, when of course he won overall. Mitch Guthrie had a good run in the Challengers today, finishing 3rd. But if you're a competitor in this category, then I'm afraid it looks like Gotchau's gotcha. Even if you're Eric's uncle Michał, who finished 2nd. That's 3 from 3 for the youngster, and he's still a teenager. But instead of skulking around behind the bike sheds, the Pole and co-driver Oriol Mena three-peated their victories on days 1 and 2. And it's a family affair on the podium, with Guthrie and Cristina Gutierrez, meaning the top 5 are all driving a Taurus. João Ferreira was 3rd in the T4s, just behind yesterday's winner, Xavier de Saultré. Rodrigo Varela thought he had a 2nd victory in the Can, but a post-stage penalty cancelled that as the Can-Am of Gerard Farrés makes the Catalan a candidate overall. Sitting 2nd, scant consolation for the Brazilian, who'll bounce back tomorrow if he can. Sorry, I can't help myself. Thanks for joining us again, and please like and subscribe. We're at Dakar Rally on socials and at Dakar on YouTube, and I'm at Ashley Presents on both. Thank you for all your comments, good and bad. And if you want more of any of the categories or the action, the local broadcaster in your country have an hour-long show they'll be showing later. We'll be back tomorrow for more fun and games in the sandpit playground that is the Dakar.